A lot of us grow up being taught that, we're just, given a certain destiny in our life. And like, no, you have to use the hand you've been dealt with or do the best you can with what you've been given. But in reality, that's not really true at all. And all of us actually have the power within all of ourselves to create our own lives and our own realities exactly the way that we want them. We just have to understand and harness ourselves inside to know that what we think about, our actions and our intentions, and what we create in our everyday for ourselves with like what we think about in our mindsets is actually how we can positively create anything that we want in our lives. And it sounds corny, and sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, but that's not true. And I don't know. I don't believe that. Why would you think that? Well, because we're never taught really as we're growing up that that's true. I mean, I wasn't. And I think for me, it became later in my life when I actually decided to think in a positive way and try to manifest what I really wanted, because the other choice for me wasn't a choice that I could deal with, and I didn't want to live the life that was handed to me through my family, who were all living lives that they're not really and they weren't really happy with. So once I realized that I could control that and just listen to myself, and I didn't listen to the outside voices, and I tried to really like listen within and be like, what is it that I want and what should I be thinking about, and really focusing on positive things and positive outcomes and not negative like outcomes and negative feelings. And really, when I do get a negative feeling or I start to get in a negative mindset, I really, really try to just turn it around. And it's easier than you think. I think it just becomes like a habit of doing it when something negative starts to come in, just to sort of be like, no, it's actually this way, and turn it into a positive thought and a positive reaction. Because 9 times out of 10, when I've done that, it has actually turned out for the best. And 9 times out of 10, when I don't do that, it has turned out in a bad way if I'm too focused on that being the outcome. So I guess, realizing that we all have the power within in our own mindset and perception to create what we want, it really is like mind blowing, and it really can change your whole life in a way that you can't really understand until you really start believing in it and practicing it. I wouldn't have believed it really if I didn't actually see it happen in my own life. So, just try it one day. Like when you start to feel negative thoughts about maybe your job or your direction in life, be like, well, what do I really want and how can I envision that? And really picture it in your mind and be like, I can have that. And what steps do I need to take today, in this hour, this week, that can maybe just get me like a little bit closer to what that is for me? Try it and let me know if it works for you, because I'm sure it will.